Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Castle and Key Single Barrel Restoration Rye. And we have not done a rye by them. And every once in a while, Castle and Key throws a little bit of a funk to us. So I was kind of excited to see what this one's been under there for a while. I'm breaking the dust off of this puppy. So
their bottle designs probably does stand out when you're shopping. So that's something that does catch
It is
your
an
eye.
eye catcher for sure. It is a fancy looking bottle. So let's hope the juice inside is as good. Let's get through the particulars on this one. This one comes in at a 115.2 proof. We got it for $52.99. It says it's a 3.5-year rye whiskey. It's barrel number 3225. It's bottle number 84. It's distilled and bottled by the Castle and Key Distillery out of Frankfort, Kentucky. It is 63% rye, 20% malted barley, and 17% yellow corn. That's an interesting mash bill. I can't wait to try this. This is a store pick. What did we say it was? For Gordon's, for those of you that are in Mass. I believe it's out in Fitchburg, right?
I believe it's that direction.
So,
yes.
good cork. You can kill a person with the cork, though. I'll give you that. This one's actually not as heavy as some of them are like, but it's still got a heft to it.
More than your average cork.
You wouldn't want to come out of a slingshot.
If someone's whipping that at you, it's going to hurt.
Oh, yeah. You're taking down Goliath with this puppy, for sure.
It's going to put a welt.
Yeah, yeah. So, I don't know how I mispoured that, but I seem to hit the table anyways.
You
but
did. With a lip.
Yeah, that's all right. It's a challenge on this channel. All right. Hold on. Smelling glass.
No, I'm not.
I almost just poured that on the table. Oh, interesting.
Not in a bad way.
No, interesting's never in a bad way. Okay, maybe it is.
Malort was interesting, and that was kind of
no, that was just funky. That was weird.
I don't think we used interesting on that one.
No, I'm gonna have to take a sip of this one. I'm not getting what I'm smelling. Ooh. Okay. Now, I can say on a lot of the bourbons, we had a weeded one. I think we still have the weeded one behind us, and we had the other one. Castle and Key brought that weird funk, kind of like what I say. Sometimes, not in a bad way, like Chattanooga brings like a weird flavor that you don't get in every other whiskey. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean it in a bad way, but it had their first one. I wasn't a big fan. That's got a little something to it, right there.
I was gonna. This one holds on. It hangs on with a flavor, and it hangs on with. It definitely has a pop rock effect in it. I'm not getting mint.
None.
Which is for me a huge plus, but this is actually pretty tasty.
The first sip, I don't want to jump the gun yet, but I found the mash bill with the secondary. It's 63% rye, so you're not a 95.5 to begin with. 20% malted barley, so it's kind of like a malted. You know what I mean? Like it has
you don't get a huge amount of that though.
But there's more of that than corn.
No,
and that's it's a weird mash bill.
I do see that.
to bring it in. You don't see that very often in a rye whiskey.
There's nothing bringing me to a rye in the nose.
But on the palate for me, and I'm going to take my second sip before I say this. Let me just correct, because I don't know if I'm talking myself into it.
It has when you switch it.
Oh,
it's definitely sticking around.
Okay, so I'm getting a hint of the apricot nectarine in the front. Like I'm getting a hint, or a peach. Like one of them, whatever.
I would go probably more apricot. It's
right.
A little duller.
Yep. I'm getting a hint of that in the front. It's got one hell of a cooling sensation though, right before you swallow.
And it has that huge residual drizzle.
Yep. Yep. And
I gotta remember that because a lot of the ryes
and a nice pop rocky. It has a nice pop rocky flavor.
Yeah, which then gives you that drizzle because it's still numb.
But the funny thing is, it doesn't drink hot. Other than all the things we're saying, it reacts in your mouth, but it's not like, wow, that's hot. It's just there's a ton of flavor that comes off with that.
The drizzle's kind of sweet.
Yes,
it's almost like a drizzly sweetness.
That's that apricot-y, fruity flavor that I'm getting that stays with you. But man, I'm
kind of liking this actually.
No, I 100% agree.
You know, at first when I seen 3.5 years, I'm like, oh boy, you know, it's gonna have the bread or it's gonna have some kind of funk to it.
It has a pretty color though. Rye ages faster though. You're gonna remember. Rye does. That's what they all say.
Proof. So
yeah.
it doesn't settle in your throat like it's hot.
No.
But when you swish it, it definitely you're carrying there. But and then with the drizzle, but I don't know if I give it 115.
No, so there's
honestly.
so much flavor that goes with that. It does give you a lot of the pop rocky to me, or the numbness.
And
as
I
you
would definitely
like to
say it's a high rye, but I don't know if I would go this high.
No, I
I
agree with you.
It doesn't. I think it was the other day when we just did the Jackson. Those kind of sat in our throat.
Mm-hmm.
This one's not. This is not hitting there,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And it's hotter.
Oh, I'm actually really digging this one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this is kind of bringing me to? In future time, write this down. It's what I remember the hard truth tasting like. I'm getting that apricot in the front. It's bringing an intense amount of flavor. I wonder what the proof
when
was
I just
for that.
when I just sipped that
It's right
and
behind
just
me.
not swished it,
Yep.
you kind of get a malt in the middle.
Oh, that's 116 too.
So
We're right there.
Yeah.
All right, future time, write that down. I want to see where that one goes. I'm gonna have to come up with another rye battle, anyways. Someone actually just mentioned it literally today on.
Almost took my chin out.
I had said something. I think it was the. Yes, sir. The Giulio one, El Patreo. We liked it a lot, but I think that one. I'd have to go back and look at the mash bill. I think that one actually is a. The more I thought of it after, I was like, "Can you tell me what blind I was talking about?" Because I was in the middle of doing something like so that they could just tell me. I think that is a malted rye though, if I remember correctly. So that would be
far
total,
from it, but
yeah, but it doesn't bring. I'm not getting a malty flavor on this.
Don't
one.
swish it. Just take a quick sip, like a little sip,
I don't ever do that, but I'll do it for you.
and see if you don't get like malt in the middle.
A slight hint.
I said that.
No, I get you.
It was that's why I kind of do both, but you do get a little bit of a hint of a malt when you do that. When you swish it, you get a huge numbness.
It's just a hint of it, though.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me when we drank the, because I just had some of that last night, the old line 80 proof one, where it was watered down. You got the hint, but you had to search for it. It's not like their other ones that would like malt in your face.
But you have like a light malt when you just do a quick sip.
I think this would get beat up though if we put it against malted rye. This will hold its own against a regular. I don't know if it would go against like the malted rye we have. I think that concentration of malt.
I think it might stand out.
That's what I'm saying.
But I kind of like this.
No, I like this a lot.
I'm honest. I'm with the price and everything in there. And you say don't do price, but I am. And 115. I'd be an A- on this.
No,
so
I'm with you. I'm an A. I like this. There's nothing. You roll it on your tongue. It doesn't break. It doesn't give you anything. It's not like eating a Altoids mint. There's no mint in it. It has a nice refreshing. It's what I like to call the volcano effect. When you drink it and it's almost like you get that cooling sensation. Actually comes back into your mouth. The flavor stays though. Like you said,
flavor does stay.
I'm actually drooling. I apologize for that. Like it just like it
drizzles on the side of your tongue.
Yes.
I have to remember ryes tend to do that to me lately.
It activates everything in your mouth, but it doesn't drink hot.
So it's not like you really want to go back right away either.
No,
because you could sit here and just like babble and not say I need another sip.
But that's a good thing about the finish too. Is it's not just straight proof finish. No. It's not drinking hot. This is finally after we refilled and I've had a few sips. I'm finally getting a slight hug, not a hard one.
I don't know if I'd be at 115.
No, off taking little sips like I did in the beginning, I definitely wouldn't be. Actually,
I don't think I would be at all.
I don't even know if I would go with a high rye, and it's an actual rye.
I
Only
think I would.
Of the pop rocky.
Well, no, when I swish it, it goes to the whole numbness, and that would bring me to that category.
See, it's that apricot taste. Like lately, when I smell the apricot and I get that,
I have to
flavor,
remember now too. A lot of these ryes that we do without the mint have that residual drizzle, and my memory sucks.
This is actually very good.
It is.
The more I keep drinking that.
You
know what? I think it tastes better now.
And I got frowny faces when I bought this one. He'd be like, but it's funny.
I don't think I did. I think I just
they have a lot of them.
The funny part is
does have a bunch of different colors.
It's not so much frowny faces because I'm all about the rye, but I always send them back going like, "Do you know you bought a rye? Did you have your glasses on?"
Because because we don't see a rye often.
This is Rye Mike though. Now he has to. You have to admit, I liked it way back when we first started the channel. I think it does bring another. I might even go as far as to say, I've had a lot of good ryes. I think I even like rye better than bourbon sometimes. You know what I mean?
Well,
Because
there
sometimes
are
it
times
adds
they have more
a better
flavors,
flavor.
and then
Yeah.
with this, with a little more malt in it,
Yeah.
it definitely does carry a different flavor, and they're both tasty together.
No, I agree.
So
I can say
this is a great combination.
this is the best Castle and Key we've had. I will go on record to say,
I would say you're
beyond a
probably
shadow of a doubt, this is the
correct on
best
that.
one we've had out of them guys.
Mhm.
Where
And there is shitload of colors.
yeah,
Because they do change their label colors, so they're easy to pick out. It's not like 1792 or whatever that where they just do a wrap and it's you can walk by them easily, not seeing blue, purple until you really know. So this one's easier because the label, both the front and back are different. So
yeah. All right. So you would pick this up. This was a store pick, right? You said released in 2023 is what this
yes,
one
it is.
actually
It says right on it, Gordon's.
It says Gordon's in there.
Yeah.
That you got there. It's a single barrel. There it is. Yep, established. The whiskey guys was their pick. So for those of you, I don't know when we got this. We've had this in the sack for a little while now. So, if they're still at the place, you can actually try to go over there and score it.
They don't go as big as the stores, and they have 3 or 4 stores in the Fitchburg area. So as big as they are, it's not like the crazy whiskey land. Like it seems to sell out quicker in our area, at least than there. But those that travel searching whiskeys obviously go.
No, right. I'm sure that you guys can leave a comment down below if you have tried these guys, because you're not lying. I don't think I've been wowed by anything until now from these guys. They've all been okay, but they're not like.
Yeah, I think usually we're like
at this price, this is a banging bottle. This is actually very good, and to the point where I think the hard truth was like it wasn't first, but it was like second or third in our top out of all the ones, maybe no more than fourth, and I think it would be a legitimate battle between the two of them. So I'm gonna have to put it in a future.
Another thing back, if we go back, so the amount of time we've been doing this, typically with wherever their store pick may be, they tend to come back pretty decent. I don't know if we've really had a store pick that's like, don't even bother.
We might have one in the sack. We haven't cracked that one yet, but I agree with you.
Where are you grinning? Because I don't remember.
I'm grinning.
Not that my memory is great, but
you got a white Yellowstone over there that I can't imagine we're gonna love. But other than that,
it's been there for a while.
I'm not grabbing it. not my choice, anyways.
We have to get it out of there.
We will eventually, but I dig deep.
Maybe your wife will.
I'm surprised she hasn't actually, because I don't think we have any behind.
Beyond that, and we don't even know if it's good or bad. We don't know yet.
No,
but
that's why I chuckled because that's about the only one.
But everywhere else, no matter what store, whether it's been Maine, whether it's been New Hampshire or the Cape,
the people that are picking
Rhode
up
Island,
actually have a decent palate.
No,
right?
they come back usually a better proof, a decent price, and worth a try.
No, that's.
So, and I can't imagine it's different if you went to Michigan or you went to California or you went somewhere else. They got to,
unless you have someone that has just an absolute trash palate and is just picking something funky. I agree with you. Like all the ones we've done have actually been really good. So
they have. So A+ to all you guys that go out and put it together.
One day we'd like to be that guy, but we'll see. As things keep progressing.
One day.
We'll hopefully cross. That being said, if you're here and not subscribed, please consider doing so, because 70% of you people that are watching are not subscribed. So we'd love to have you aboard and
get us a better ride.
There it is, another ride. So there you go. That's our review of this one. And again, leave a comment down below if you have tried this. If you pass it up because you weren't a fan of their bourbon or their wheated bourbon, I recommend trying it, because this is a banging bottle. And this is right up there with one of the better rides I think I've drank this year so far. We haven't had many of them, but it's definitely right up there with. There is zero I don't like, and it keeps changing in the glass. I can only imagine what it's going to be in a week or two when we get back to it and put it in a blind. So
I know we're only 3 months in.
Yeah, I know. So we'll see what happens. But there you go.
We'll have to highlight this one because
I'm going to have to hide this one because I tend to like to go back to the very good ones like this. So this is the Castle and Key Single Barrel Restoration Rye. Again, this is the 2003 version from Gordon.
23.
2023, when I say 2023 version. Again, if you've tried it, leave a comment down below.
The nose is no rye in here at all.
No, I'm getting that apricot. I really get that apricot, peach, nectarine smell. Comes out of the nose first.
Sweetness.
Well, they are sweet. It's a sweet peach. So there you go. That's our review. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.